Unified. Week 20, Chapter 20. Expanding communication to all life. This week you continue to explore your connection with everyone and everything. Love is the basis of everything. In the terms of modern physics, love is the unified field. Every atom, every subatomic particle, every energy field is ultimately made up of love. Therefore, everything is the same. We see different expressions of that single ingredient. Rocks, trees, squirrels, ferns, rivers, clouds, dogs, and automobiles seem very different, yet they are fundamentally the same. A clay pot and a clay figure of a lion may seem to have nothing in common, but we know how they both are expressions of the same clay. It is the same with all of creation. Everything is a simple and unique expression of love. This means that everything has the qualities of love. Everything is included, not just mankind. God made nothing except from love. This one basic truth carries with it two fundamental characteristics of everything. First, everything has all the qualities of God. And second, everything is consciously connected to everything else. You are now quite comfortable with your God-given and God-like qualities. You even easily assign those same qualities to other humans. This was a major step for you to see the perfect, loving divinity in those people you thought had somehow hurt you. Nevertheless, you did it, and your perception has taken a major shift. Today, you assign those same qualities to everything around you. The plant you water every week is just like you. It is light. It is truth. It is love. It is happiness, joy, and bliss, and all-knowing intelligence. It is even everywhere present, and it is perfect. It is peace and gentleness. It is abundance, and it is non-judgmental. These are some of its innate qualities, the same qualities that make up all of creation. Of course, the plant's perception of its divinity may not be as complete as yours. As with you, however, its lack of perception in no way diminishes its truthful existence. Consciousness is sometimes a difficult concept to understand. You tend to think of it only from your own viewpoint. You see, you feel, you hear, you smell and touch. If you can't hear, your consciousness seems to be the other four senses. This view of consciousness is far too limiting. Consciousness is really the awareness that comes from your initial creation. It is the awareness of everything in God's creating thought. Everyone and everything is created as and with love. The nature of love is to know itself. Love knowing itself is consciousness in its purest form. Consciousness is really simply being aware of your own nature or being aware of love. Now that is quite a bit of awareness. To be fully conscious is to be fully aware of love and all it is. That is no less than being aware of all of God's qualities and everything in creation. A more limited consciousness occurs when something is aware only of itself. Even the simple awareness means that it is aware of its love nature and is in touch with everything else in creation. This means that everything else in creation has its effect on it. It also means that everything in creation has the ability to communicate with everything else, simply because it can be conscious of itself. Your abilities to communicate with everything are very developed. You have done it all your life, except that you may not have trusted it. So this week you sharpen that awareness. As soon as possible today, go into a natural setting, a park, the countryside, even your own garden or patio. Choose a plant. It doesn't have to be beautiful or healthy, just alive. Sit quietly next to it and focus your attention on your heart. Let your heart love pulsate out and engulf the plant. Now unify with God in the usual way. Recite some of God's qualities and claim them for yourself. In the state of such unity, unify with the plant. You do this by simply reciting again those God qualities and acknowledging that they are yours and the plant's as well. In this state of unity, you are in tune and ready for conscious communication with the plant. First, you speak softly. We are both made from God's love. We are both divine. I now send to you that love, and I now receive your love. Quietly enjoy the feeling of love as you send it and receive it. After a few minutes, say, "Please, my dear one, tell me how I can make you more comfortable." Then sit back and listen just as you do in all your quiet periods. Since this is a quiet period, make sure you have the same safeguards. Close your aura to all except your higher self and have the signal of your higher self. You receive communication in your thoughts from the plant by means of your higher self. It might tell you anything, its life in general, its hardships, its fortunes, its relationship to other life, or anything. But what you want to particularly listen for is its communication and how you can make it more comfortable. Speak out what you receive and periodically ask your higher self if what you're saying is an accurate communication from the plant. Use your yes and no signals. When you finish this exercise, make the plant more comfortable. Do anything that you can do, such as giving it more water, moving it to more sunlight, giving it plant food, thinning it, or spraying it with insecticide. From the communication you received from the plant, recite an appropriate grading formula for it. Remember, this is your formula. You're manifesting in the present tense. This is your experience you're creating, although the plant is a fortunate beneficiary of your creation. Do this exercise each day this week. In doing it, strengthen your understanding of how everything is made of love, how love is aware of itself, how everything does have that love awareness or consciousness, how everything is aware of all love or all of creation, and how this opens up your communication with everything. This basic exercise need not be restricted to plants after this week. Everything is subject to your listening and communication at the thought level. That includes cats, dogs, wild birds, deer, ants, moths, flies, and even inanimate objects. Everything is love, and therefore everything is consciousness. Open yourself up now to this wonderful world of God's creation. Expand your friendships. End of chapter 20.